Hi everybody, welcome back. How are you all doing? First of all, Happy New Year. Now, on the subject of beer, I have a 12 volt fridge freezer, and for the last month it's been playing up a little. Now, I've always bigged this fridge freezer up and I absolutely think it's still the nuts, but there's something wrong with it. It's not turning on, and when you turn the thermostat, nothing happens. So I have tried to contact the manufacturer, but unfortunately over Christmas, which is completely understandable, they're not back until the 3rd. Now, I really can't wait, so I've taken it upon myself to source a thermostat, because to be fair, that's the only thing that I can think of that turns a compressor on and off. So I'm going to try and replace the thermostat. Now, I'll explain a little bit about it. I've got the part here. Now, if you have a look, there's a coil. I'll get it out of the packet. Right. Try not to damage it. Right. This metal ring, okay, I'm pretty sure it's called a capillary wire. So heat or lack of heat travels around or down this pipe. There are a few different types. Some are filled with oil at the end, and then they have, sometimes they have a little crimp inside them, which is like a restrictor or a built-in sort of flow restrictor to calibrate it. So the cold air or the cold oil travels up and operates a diaphragm inside here, and you can modulate the diaphragm. I'm going to try and be careful here because I don't really want to bend it too much before I put it in. Inside here you've got your knob that turns it up and down, and I think that, if I'm right in thinking, that adjusts the diaphragm inside here. So basically cold, colder, freezing. That's how I believe they work. I'm not an expert. I can only presume that's how it works, to be fair. So if the thermostat or the cold air or the coldness or the temperature is not being sent to the thermostat diaphragm, then it can't turn the compressor on and off, which is controlled by these two wires. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you inside the fridge, and then I'm going to take the cover off where the light is, and I'm going to short out these two terminals. There's no power going through these, it's just turning the compressor on or off. So let's go and do that. Right, excuse me please, Ted. So, in here, turned it up to maximum. The compressor's not turning on and off. So no matter what you do to that, it doesn't click, doesn't do anything like it used to. Because obviously in the winter, I've got the Chinese diesel heater on, so the compressor's going to come on a little bit more. So there's a screw in there, and I think this just pulls. I think this just pulls off. Yeah. I'll do that. I'll do the little securing nut. And that's it. So I have a screwdriver here. And undo the screw. And there is the thermostat. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take these two, drop that screw. So I'm going to take these two terminals off, there, and then hopefully, if I pull them off, I'm going to put a terminal in there. I don't know if it's going to work. I have to put the camera inside. So let's sort these out, and hopefully, there you go. I don't know if you can hear, but the compressor has just barked up. So let's try and replace this. I'll take this off again. And then try and pull out this capillary tube. There. Okay. So there it is. So take note, it's got a little kink in it like that. The red bit all the way to the end. Right. So here is the old one with all the data on it. And here is the new one. Apparently this is a direct replacement. They look similar, so that's handy. Okay, so now I want to try and replicate this little angle with this one. So try. That's got a bit on the end. There's something. It'd be like that. Something. I don't want to crush that up too much, just in case that is probably the problem. It might have been crushed up. So let's try and thread. Fuck, it's quite a bit longer, isn't it? That might cause a problem. Let's try. Let's try and fit it in. Yeah. That might be a bit of a problem. Fucking hope not. So, in it goes. Oh, now I'm wobbling the camera around. That seems to be okay. Right, that is in there. So let's put these terminals back on. Great, the compressor has barked back up. So hopefully, by replacing this, should be all right. Okay, now I've got to find the nut. There's the screw. There's the nut. So let's put that back on. Like that. Screw it back on. Oh, keep touching that. Okay, so now I'll try and get all this back in. Ah, wasn't too bad. Drop the screw. Excuse me if you hear me coughing and bleating and whatever. Right. Put the screw back in and try. Okay, I'll try and do this up a bit more tighter. Right, that's about as tight as I can get it by hand. So hopefully, I'm glad the compressor's barked back up. So touch wood, where's any wood? Touch the floor. We are hunky-dory. Now all I've got to do is find... Oh, my God, I had it 30 seconds ago. Ah. Right, so... Don't need it that high. So there you go, you can hear it click, turns off. And then hopefully turn it down to 4. Because I expect it's already, because it's been going flat out for a couple of minutes. So hopefully that's fixed it. Time will tell. I'll soon know when the compressor turns on and off. I suppose I could always open the fridge, sorry, the freezer. Yeah, so there's not much in my freezer at the moment, but I started to notice it when the you know, the ice cream. Nothing for you there, Ted, for you, buddy. So I'm gonna have to throw the ice cream away. All the other stuff, I mean, it's quite thick ice in there at the moment, so that's gonna need to be cleaned out. But hopefully that has sorted it. So I'll give that a little while. I'll turn it back down to 3. And hopefully the compressor will kick in and out. Turn it out the way, buddy. Good boy. So hopefully that would have sorted it. If not, I'll have to wait until the 3rd when the company comes back to work. So there you go. How to replace the thermostat in a fridge freezer. This is a 12-volt fridge freezer, because this is in my camper van. Right, it's been a couple of minutes now, so let's open it up. Right, yep, I can hear the compressor. So I think I fixed it. Right, obviously not a very long video, it doesn't have to be, but the fridge is now working perfect. Fingers crossed, touch wood. So I'm gonna still ring up the company to make sure that it's this is the right one that I've replaced it with. But on their website there is a flow chart which pretty much helped me diagnose the problem, and by shorting out the compressor you can pretty eliminate that the compressor works or it doesn't work. So there you go, how to replace a thermostat, capillary type thermostat on a fridge freezer. So anyway, I hope you found this video of some help. It doesn't take very long to do, as you saw. It only took me a couple of minutes. The length of this was slightly different. It was slightly longer, but it's fitted, it's on, and it's working. So anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to click and subscribe. Have a look in my online Amazon store for everything that I've purchased for this van, and if you fancy supporting the channel, I do have a Patreon, so there's links in the description. I'll be really happy to see you over there, and it helps the channel grow. So anyway, from me and Teddy, Happy New Year. I'll see you later.